Hey, how you doing? I am Gio. Welcome to the channel. Hopefully welcome back, but most likely just welcome. Why do my eyes look so blue? That's like scary blue, right? That's like zombie eyes. Wow. Anyway, welcome to a movie reaction, right? I thought like everyone else, because it's October, we'll do some scary films, right? And I thought do one of the classics. I think it's considered a classic, right? The Wicker Man. The original Wicker Man, I think, is considered a classic. 1973, starring Edward Woodward. I think it's more a psychological thing, right? I didn't think it's a jump scary monsters thing, right? I think it's like a psychological, slow. It's still horror though, right? It's still scary-ish, I think. So I have been, I was at Alton Towers in the summer, and there's a ride called the Wicker Man in Seaway roller coasters when you go into the queue to do a story, kind of do a build up to keep you entertained while you're waiting. And this one was the Wicker Man, and it was a pagan god that you were doing, like the people on the roller coaster were being sacrificed to a pagan god, right? So I'm not sure if it's got anything to do with this film. I imagine it is. I'd imagine it's tied in with the story of the film, right? But apart from that, I know nothing about it. I know Edward Woodward's in it, and Edward Woodward was the Equalizer. If you're British and a certain age, you'll remember the Equalizer. Nay, the Denzel Washington guy, the original, the best Equalizer, Edward Woodward. Not much more to say, right? This is 1973's The Wicker Man. Leave a comment, please. Give me some of their horror films. What's the scariest film you personally have ever seen? For me, it's still Halloween. Because I was so young when I watched it. And it's still in here. Right? I've gotten better. I've forced myself to watch them. I've desensitized myself to an extent. But it's still the one that gets me, is still Halloween. What's yours? Let me know. If I hadn't seen it, we can watch it. But until then, this is The Wicker Man. I was actually born in that place, I guess. One of the Scottish Western Islands. There's some weird to say I was born there, but I've never been there. Well, obviously I've been there, but outside of being born there, I've never been there. Need to go. Maybe not after watching this though. Looks like GTA. What's the mountains called again? Mount Chiliad. What can Mount Chiliad? Police. There's a policeman. There's a preacher and a policeman. Yeah. So like double dickhead, right? That's the cruelest. Nah, it's just trying to be funny.
Will you send a dinghy, please? Did you hear me? I'd like a dinghy, please.
Hello, sir. Have you lost your bearings?
No, sir, I don't think so. This is Summerisle, is it not?
It is, sir.
Well, I'm right there. Now, would you send a dinghy, please?
I'm afraid it can't be done, sir. This is private property. You can't land here.
I, as you can see, am a police officer. A complaint has been registered by a resident of this island about a missing child.
Right, okay. Edward Woodward's not Scottish, is he? Would you send a dinghy, please? No. Send a dinghy. No.
Her name is Rowan Morrison. The photo was in this letter posted here on Summerisle.
No, I've never seen her before.
I don't know the face either. You know, Kenny.
She doesn't belong to this island.
What's bullshit I was going to say? Like, if that girl is from that island, they know her. 100%. 100% they know her.
The mother's name is May Morrison.
Oh, May. She quite slipped
May.
my memory. Of course we've got May. She keeps the post office in the
Poor
high street.
May.
May Morrison. You're quite
May's
sure?
daughter.
Quite sure.
May.
Well, thank you
Positive.
for your help.
Can I help you?
Mrs. Morrison, Mrs. May Morrison?
Yes?
Sergeant Howie, West Highland Police.
Oh, my. Did you come over in that aeroplane that I saw flying round?
Making inquiries about your daughter. We understand that she's missing.
Missing? My daughter? This is our Myrtle. She was 9 last
Myrtle.
birthday. She's not a bit like the girl in your photograph. Oh, she must be at least 13 or 14, surely.
Do you know Rowan?
Of course I do.
You do?
Of course I do, silly.
Do you know where she is now?
In the fields. She runs and plays there all day.
Is she? Do you think she'll be coming back for tea?
Tea? Hares don't have tea, silly.
Hares?
She's a hare.
Hares.
Ron's a hare. She has a lovely time.
Ah, ruins her hair. There we go, there's some like reasonably aged people. Oh,
Hello. Evening.
you ever walked out of a pub and that happened?
Evening.
I have.
Hello again.
A few times.
Are you the landlord here?
Aye, I'm Alder McGregor. And you must be the policeman from the mainland.
Ah, that's right. Sergeant Howie.
What a good guess. Amazing.
Now, I'm quite obviously not
Perception.
back
You
to
should
see
join the
that
police, mate.
night. So I wanted he had a room and a bite of
Your
supper.
perception is outstanding.
Aye, I think that can be arranged. My daughter Willow will show you to your room.
Why is he looking so creepy?
This is my daughter Willow.
Good evening.
Show the sergeant to his room, would you?
Much has been said of the strumpets of yore,
Of wenches and baldy house queens by the score, but I sing of the baggage that we all adore. The landlord's daughter, although she's not the kind of girl to take home to your mother.
So they're singing a song about her being
The parts
loose morals, and she's like,
of man do stand up at attention.
look at the landlord, look at him.
Does the part
They're singing about your daughter, mate.
between
her left toe.
and her right toe.
Spoil sport.
I think you all ought to know that I am here on official business. I am here to investigate the disappearance of a young girl.
No.
21.
Nobody's seen her.
Oh. 72's gone. So she's in the 1972 picture. She was chosen.
Aye, we have one taken at the end of every summer.
Until last year's.
It got broke.
Yeah. Convenient.
Just wanted to know why, that's all.
Yeah, she's got
What you'll be wanting for afters?
Well,
she's got to test your Christian morals, mate. She is. The hell? So just people copulating on the beach. Lots of people copulating on the outside the pub. Wow. Like, do they not have homes, Scotty? That privacy?
Willow McGregor.
Yeah.
Willow McGregor. I have the honor to present to you Ash Buchanan.
Come up, Ash Buchanan.
What a weird place this is, right? So they just brought a man in to his sex with Willow. Right? Very like sexually related, this film, isn't it? Everything's sexual. Fill me gently, Johnny. Look at them all listening. They're all listening, eh? Mental.
In the woods there grew a tree, and a fine, fine tree was he. And on that tree there was a limb, and on that limb there was a branch, and on that branch there was a nest, and in that nest there was an egg, and in that egg there was a bird, and from that bird a feather came, and of that feather was a bed. And on that bed there was a girl, and on that girl there was a man, and from that man there was a seed, and from that seed there was a
Again.
boy, and from that boy there was
On that bed there was a girl, and on that girl was a man. Again. These folk are obsessed. Obsessed. So I guess it's about creation, right? Rebirth and creation, like the same way that the plants reproduce, pollination, same with the humans in the island, right? Reproduction, starting afresh, new life.
Whose desk is that?
No one's.
No one's. It's an empty desk. Just, we'll keep a spare. Ooh, there's got a book inside it. Well, Rowan's book in it. Ah. Ooh, the register. Ooh. Morrison, Rowan. That's awkward, isn't it? That's awkward.
We believe that when the human life is over, the soul returns to trees, to air.
So they're pagans.
Owen Morrison has simply returned to the life forces in another form.
You mean to say that you teach the children this stuff?
No, mate, the teacher was a sky fairy. Was in control of everything they do. Oh, God. Oh, my. So that's the problem with Christians, there. Always try to force it. Always try to push it. Always try to introduce it. He's in a place where Christianity is not welcome. Nobody wants it. And here he is, trying to push it.
Who lies there?
Rowan Morrison.
So we went from she doesn't exist to everyone admitting that she's dead.
What's that? Looks like a piece of skin.
Why, so it is.
Well, what is it?
The poor wee lassie's navel string, of course.
Umbilical cord. Is that her umbilical cord attached to her fucking tree? So she could be reborn as a tree. That's gross. That's sickening. But again, we went from she doesn't exist, she's not here, to everyone just saying, yeah, it's her, she's dead. So what?
Get better. Now, in he goes.
Oh!
And out he comes. There. Now, that didn't hurt much, did it?
Tasted horrid.
Never mind, darling. It's all over now. Here's your sweet for being a brave girl. Come on, which one would you like? There. He's got your horrid old sore throat now, hasn't he, poor creature? Can't you hear him croaking?
Can I do anything for you, Sergeant?
Oh,
Don't you hear him croaking? He's a frog.
Get all raving mad.
He's a frog. Yeah, they're all crazy. But shit. So, like, they're scapegoating, right? That was, a scapegoat was, somebody takes the blame for someone, right? That's how we do it these days. A scapegoat back in the day was they would transfer all of the sins of the tribe onto a goat or a sheep and then drive it into the desert to die. And when it died, their sins and their transgressions died away, right? The most famous example of scapegoating was Jesus Christ, who scapegoated for everyone. And they're doing it here with the frog. The girl's sore throat gets transferred to the frog, and that's it.
But they are naked. Naturally, it's much too dangerous to jump through the fire with your clothes on.
Again, stupid man.
What religion can they possibly be learning? Jumping over bonfires.
Parthenogenesis.
Literally, as Miss Rose would doubtless say in her assiduous way, reproduction without sexual union. Oh, what is all this? I mean, you've got fake biology, fake religion. Sir, have these children never heard of Jesus?
No.
Himself the son of a virgin, impregnated, I believe, by a ghost. Do sit down, Sergeant.
Checkmate.
With the knees bent.
Checkmate, mate.
And you encourage them in this?
Actively.
It's his garden, mate. Encourage them. Do you encourage them? It's his garden.
The old gods aren't dead.
And what of the true God, to whose glory churches and monasteries have been built on these islands for generations past? Now, sir, what of him?
He's dead.
Yeah, he's dead.
Plain. He had his chance, and in modern parlance.
Lord Summerisle, I am interested in one thing, the law.
Nearly, mate.
But I must remind you, sir.
You're interested in pushing your religion.
You said you are the subject of a Christian country.
Again, no, he's not. In the 1970s, Scotland was not a Christian country.
A child is reported missing on your island. At first I'm told there is no such child.
Mm-hmm.
I then find that there is, in fact, but she has been killed. I subsequently discovered that there is no death certificate. And now I find that there is a grave.
No body.
There's no body.
Yeah. Quite a conundrum.
Very perplexing for you.
Hmm.
What do you think could have happened?
I think Rowan Morrison was murdered under circumstances of pagan barbarity.
Yeah, she was sacrificed.
Which I can scarcely bring myself to believe as taking place in the 20th century.
But it was okay for
Tomorrow to return to the
your
mainland.
Christians to do human sacrifices, right?
Suspicion
That was
to the
okay.
Chief
That was fine.
Constable of the West Highland Constabulary.
Like, your entire religion is built on human
I will
sacrifice.
demand
That's
a full
fine.
inquiry takes place into the affairs of this heathen island.
Christopher Lee is such a good actor, though. Isn't he? Such a good actor.
This do you as oft as you drink it in remembrance of me.
This to you.
For as often as you eat this bread and drink this wine, you do show the Lord's...
Again, though. You're eating his blood, eating his body, drinking his blood, right? How is that any better than what they're doing? How is that any better than what they're doing? No, he's got to listen to her again. Oh no. Nay again. Nay. In Scottish means not. Not again. Nay. Nay again. We should do a Scots language course, right? Do a Scots language thing. When she's naked. And she's knocking on his wall just to make sure he's listening. Like, I wouldn't embarrass myself if I was him. He would honestly wouldn't know what to do with it, would he? He wouldn't know what to do with her.
I thought you were going to come and see me last night.
Oh, really?
I invited you.
I'm engaged to be married.
Does that stop you?
Yes. It is.
Primitive man lived and died by his harvest. The purpose of his spring ceremonies was to ensure a plentiful autumn. Relics of these fertility dramas are to be found all over Europe. In Great Britain, for example, one can still see harmless versions of them danced in obscure villages on May Day. Their cast includes many alarming characters. A man animal or hobby horse who canters at the head of the procession, charging at the girls. A man-woman, the sinister teaser, played by the community leader or priest. And a man-fool, Punch, most complex of all the symbolic figures. In good times, they offered produce to the gods and slaughtered animals. But in bad years, when the harvest had been poor, the sacrifice was a human being.
Rowan's not dead.
Sometimes the victim would be drowned in the sea or burnt to death in a huge sacrificial bonfire.
So they're trying to say that Rowan is going to be the sacrifice, this year's sacrifice. There's a coffin. There's a fucking coffin. What's a coffin for? This Lord Summerisle giving it some.
My friends, enough now. We shall all reassemble outside the town hall at 3 o'clock sharp, and then process through the village and the countryside down to the beach below the stones by the route which has become sacred to our right.
I don't know if you know it or not, but Rowan is not dead. They've got her hidden somewhere.
They?
Now, if you know where she is, I beg you to tell me now before it's too late.
Sergeant, I've already
In the
told
name
you.
of God, woman, what kind of mother are you? That can stand by and see your own child slaughtered.
Sergeant, if I were you, I would go back to the mainland. Stop interfering in things that are no concern of yours.
I am going to search every house in this place during the next few hours. And if anybody, including you, stands in my way, they'll be arrested as accomplices to murder.
You simply never understand the true nature of sacrifice.
Whoa! Jesus. Up their hand.
I will rest in my bed for half an hour. I do not wish to be disturbed.
I'd stay there until tonight if I was you. We don't much relish strangers around today.
Oh my god, oh my god. I was the hand of the person for the coffin. Holy shit. He hit him on the padded hump. He hit him on the padded hump, but he hit him with, and he's unconscious.
What's the matter with you, McGregor? Do you call that dancing? Cut some capers, man. Use your bladder. Play the fool, that's what you're here for. I suppose you've been getting drunk at your own bar.
This is just shit creepy, yeah. 6 swordsmen rubbing their swords against each other. Is that symbolising something?
And now, for our more dreadful sacrifice.
Ugh.
For those who command the fruit of the earth.
Oh shit, it's her. Oh, it's her. Oh, you fucking fool.
I'm going to try and get your way.
Huh?
Hurry, mister, please! I don't like it here. They're coming. You know what they're going to do?
Oh, I know what they're going to do. Come on, hurry, hurry.
How is he planning on doing this? How is he planning on getting her off this island? Oh, they're actually out. Wow. She actually got him out. Nowhere, though. Like, they can't get off the island. Has he got a gun? Uh-oh. Oh, look at her face. She just set him up.
Did I do it right?
You did it beautifully.
She just set him up.
Dear little Rowan.
Well done, Rowan. Right, so why the fuck's he here? He's the sacrifice. He's the sacrifice.
Welcome, fool.
Fool.
You have come of your own free will to the appointed place. The game's over.
Game.
Welcome, fool.
What game?
You came by your own free will to the appointed place.
Animals are fine, but their acceptability is limited. A little child is even better, but not nearly as effective as the right kind of adult.
A Christian. A virgin.
Right kind of
A
adult.
virgin Christian. Oh, mate.
You, Sergeant, are the right kind of adult, as our painstaking researches have revealed. You, uniquely, were the one we need.
A man who would come here of his own free will. A man who has come here with the power of a king by representing the law. A man who would come here as a virgin. A man who has come here as a fool.
Get out of my way.
You will undergo death and rebirth. Resurrection, if you like. The rebirth, sadly, will not be
Oh dear.
but that of our crops.
I am a Christian.
Hmm?
And as a Christian, I hope for resurrection.
He seems to have accepted the sacrifice.
No matter what you do, you can't change the fact that I believe in a life eternal as promised to us by our Lord Jesus
Let him come and
Christ.
save you then. Let Jesus Christ or God come and save you.
It is time to keep your appointment with the Wicker Man.
Ooh. Ooh. The Wicker Man.
Think! Just think what you're doing! Think what you're doing! Oh God! Oh Jesus Christ!
They like Gargam Susan screaming though, like it'd be annoying. Oh, they've got animals as well though. So they've got to sacrifice a lot of stuff just to make sure. Right? And I take it the burn this thing.
Mighty God of the sun,
I've seen that meme.
bountiful goddess of our
I've seen that bit.
orchards, accept our sacrifice and make our blossoms fruit.
Hmm.
And ye shall all die accursed.
You first, mate. You first. And look at them, they're fucking delighted. Wow. Everybody's got to sit and watch this murder. All of them. And they're rejoicing. Think it was worse. Burning to death or listening to another fucking song. Just take a deep breath. Take a massive breath of smoke. And suffocate.
Who will today depart from this world? Do not deliver me into the enemy's hands.
It just did. Your religion literally delivered you into their hands. So wow, was the Wicker Man. That was terrifying and creepy without any real scares, right? Without any real scares, but you knew there was something right up to the end. By the way, just in case you don't know, I lost a tooth a little while ago. So I'm talking about an F. F's and S's are a struggle. Just in case you haven't seen my past videos and you come across this one, that's why I don't usually talk like this. I don't usually look like this, but my tooth snapped off. Snapped off. Now, apparently I can't see a dentist until December, unless there's cancellations. Also, I was doing makeup tests for Halloween last night. So, a bit, like some makeup bits on my face and stuff like that. And anyway, I was creepy as shit, right? It was creepy as shit because they were rejoicing. The whole community is rejoicing in this man's death because they don't see it as a death. They're seeing it as a good thing. They're seeing it as a necessity. They're seeing it as a part of nature, right? You bring people up the death and rebirth. They didn't see it as a bad thing, right? And what I found very interesting was a few things, but we'll get to it at the end, right? So this guy, policeman, gets a letter, go to this island to investigate a missing girl. He gets to the island. He's very Christian. He's very pompous. He's very he doesn't like the way they do things. He's pushing his own agenda. And by the way, at the end, the guy came across like so much of a dickhead that, burn him. You know, it was terrifying in the sense that it was a man burned to death, but it wasn't a gut wrenching and the hero of the film got killed, right? He was a sanctimonious, pompous dickhead. He really was. But I guess that was just as his upbringing, right? So he goes to this island. He's trying to push his religion. How dare you do this? How dare you do that? And he's bringing up all these contradictions, right? He's going about like human sacrifice. Human sacrifice. The first human sacrifice, the most famous human sacrifice, was Jesus Christ, right? It was Christ died on the cross for everybody else. They also did this in one of the parts of the film where the mother, girl had a sore throat, the mother took a frog, put it in the girl's mouth, the frog took the illness, right? It was called scapegoating, right? Scapegoating was a real thing. A scapegoat was a real thing. The tribes back in ancient times, you would take a goat or a sheep, they would do some kind of ritual, they would kind of transfer the sins and transgressions and the bad luck of the tribe onto the goat or the sheep. They would take it into the desert and kill it. And when they killed it, they would kill all the things. Like I said, the biggest scapegoat. And it's seen as a pagan thing, right? It's an evil thing. How backwards and stupid is this? Your religion was based on it. The whole Christianity thing started with Jesus scapegoating himself on the cross for everybody's sins, right? The biggest scapegoat ever. And also, what I found hella interesting was how many people told that man to leave? How many people told him he didn't want to be there for May Day? How many people warned him? And his arrogance wouldn't let him take it in, right? And the landlord's daughter, right, so she's very promiscuous, and she's shown as being very promiscuous. I'm not sure she was, or it was just a part for him, but she's inviting a man, right? She's inviting a man. She's come visit me. I invite you to come visit me. And he's like, I'm a Christian man. I don't believe in that before marriage. I would have saved him, right? If he'd actually given in and done what he wanted to, I would have saved him because he wasn't a virgin. He comes to Ireland as a king. He voluntarily put on the fool's outfit, right? He voluntarily put it on. He stayed a virgin. He came with authority. And he voluntarily ticked every box they had. And it seemed like it was fate, right? It seemed like not just a random thing. It seemed like I said, he put on the suit. He took the suit and put it on by himself. The suit that they knew he was going to put on, he put it on. And I suppose, right, I guess the whole thing is paganism versus Christianity. And like he's laughing at their beliefs. And I guess their beliefs are no more less real to them than his are to him, right? He absolutely believes that Jesus, Son of God, has got to forgive our sins and, believe in him and you'll live everlasting life. And they honestly believe that God is in the earth, is in the trees, is in the wind, right? So he ended up dying, they knew it. Right? But yeah, that was excellent film, excellent performances by everybody. Woodward's accent was actually decent. There was a couple of slip-ups, but it was actually decent. Everybody played their part well. It was one of these films that a lot of subtle things that you didn't necessarily catch, right? Like it didn't tell you that Rowan Morrison was going to be sacrificed. It left you to come to your own conclusion until the very end, and then she comes out of the cave, and you think, oh shit, but you already knew. You knew this was coming because... But if he knew she was getting sacrificed that day, he was leaving on the plane, and he was going to get back in time to save her. I think so. Right? That was a bit of a plot hole. He wouldn't have got back in time. He was coming back to arrest everybody and investigate her death. But he wouldn't have been back in time to save her, right? But anyway, that was The Wicker Man from 1973. It says more creepy than scary. Very very cerebral, right? Very creepy, very yeah, you need films like these. I haven't seen the remake. Apparently there's a remake of it. I might watch it, I might not. Let me know what you think. So on top of that, let me know what you think of the film. Have you seen it? Have I missed anything? I probably missed a lot, right? Because when I come to do these sum ups, I've got so much stuff in my head. I just kind of glance over everything. So like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Leave a comment for the scariest film you can think of, someone you want me to watch, and I'll see if I can get around to it. And apart from that, have a good one. I will catch you next time.